Alright, morning viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another update from BOJ TV. Alright, so it's Saturday, July 13 in Jamaica. Right, we're gonna do a drive-through from Santa Cruz back to Junction to check out some places. Alright, but as we begin, we heard about an alleged looting of a cash pot shop in Santa Cruz last night. Right, past this morning, you would have probably heard about it if some news media haven't broken it as yet, but you're getting it here at BOJ TV. And this is the first report of looting that we are hearing about in St. Elizabeth since post Hurricane Beryl. If there's any other, I'm not aware, so I'm just saying that that's the first one that has come to our attention. So we're gonna drive through and see what's happening. We understand that some places are getting back electricity. We witnessed some for ourselves, so we're gonna drive through. I'm gonna see what's happening. All right, so when we started, we were leaving from Longwood. Right, we just passed Wilton, heading out to Goshen Pepper. So if you realize that these light posts are still lopsided, right? Last night when we passed, there were some JPS persons. There was a big JPS truck doing some work last night. So we gather that there are sections of the stretch from Wilton to Gutters. Electricity is back in some parts. We recognize that we witnessed last night, like in areas like in Montpelier, in Gutters. Some homes had light, some didn't. So this is the Goshen Community Sports Complex right here. Some amount of cleanup took place. So it seems like they lost. So they had some damage to roofs. Some work seems to have taken place since. So we're driving onto the Goshen Sports Complex right here. They lost the roof and the electricity line is down. All right, so what you're seeing here, so definitely JPS has started to bring in new light poles. If you see there, these are left on the road. So that's what, 3, I'm counting from this side, 4, actually 4. So these seem to have came in most likely yesterday. No, it's actually more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 posts right there. So and this is being stored at the Goshen Sports Complex. So these would be to attend to that stretch from Gutters to Santa Cruz. So hopefully places like Braes River, Santa Cruz will get back light very soon. So let's just continue on to the Goshen Pepper stretch and see what's happening up the line. Alright, so we're just about passing the right turn that will take you to Content, Friendship Oaks. Those places in the vicinity of Pepper. So there was a very large light post that was in the road after Hurricane Beryl. JPS definitely they have cleared that. Right, we were seeing signs of where some of the fallen light posts they have been dealt with. So it seems coming down to a section of Goshen that have been dealt with. We haven't seen them since morning, but I know last night at about, I would say about 8 o'clock, 8:30, they were working on the road. We recognized that they were at Junction yesterday as well, doing some work. Places on the stretch from Junction coming down to Gutters via Alpart, some persons had light. In the community of Nain, I recognize that some homes had light, some didn't. In Junction, the same thing for the last 2 days. Some business places, they have light, some don't. We see work continuing. One of the things that I'm happy for is that the internet, and that's Flow, the Flow internet Wi-Fi was up in Junction yesterday. Went down a little bit, then it came back up. All right, in the distance, I see some flashing lights. We're gonna check and see if JPS has started work in the morning. So we are in the community of Pepper now, heading to Gutters. So this is the morning report right here at BOJ TV. All right, so some workmen right there. All right, so yeah, there you go, the JPS logo on that vehicle. So it's definitely obvious that JPS has started the work. I don't know what's happening here with this car. Smashed up, but seem to be driving. So we're gonna head on to Gutters and on to Junction to check out what happening. As we said earlier, we've gotten reports of looting in Santa Cruz. You know, that's one of the discussions that we had yesterday, where, you know, persons were saying that people were able to survive immediately after the passing of burial, but a lot of persons they're not able to work, not able to bring in any form of income. So as the days progresses, there's going to be more and more hardship, because persons have to be spending to survive. They have to be spending on the basic stuff, or try to get the basic stuff, and yet no income is coming in. So that in itself can be very, very, very problematic in the society, and that's something that we're going to have to look at in a serious way. All right, so we're going to continue on up the Gutters and then go into Junction and show you what's happening. All right, so we're here at Gutters, going to take the right turn going into Junction. As I said earlier, I definitely witnessed that electricity was back in the Gutters area, right? The day before there was no light below Gutters heading to Santa Cruz. Last night, going down a little into Pepper, Topside Ocean, there was electricity, right? We definitely witnessed that the scheme in Mount Pillar was lit up, so they seem to have gotten back electricity. And we saw a number of shops coming down from Junction, Cheapside, down to Nain. Those communities, I saw some of those shops blazing with excitement last night with electricity. Alright, so we're going to continue on up past Alport into Nain, up to Junction, and show you what's happening. It's Saturday, July 13th. Giving you the morning report right here at BOJ TV. Alright, so we're pulling up at speed bump right here. So these roads definitely have been cleared. You'd have seen a previous video that we did. We saw a lot of trees hanging over. So we're taking the left onto Alport right now. You may not be able to see it, but on your right over there, we see where the farmers are in their ground, definitely trying to get their farm back together, hoping that we'll be able to keep the price of agricultural produce stable. We hear that some amount of imports will be allowed in the country. I hope it will be limited, and the farmers will get the relevant necessities to get them back off their feet. We heard that RADA was taking down reports the other day. Alright, so we're pulling up here because we see JPS line. This we're seeing where the line is still in the road. This light post was damaged. I thought this would have been taken up by now. especially based on the fact that we have seen some communities with light over there. It's Alpart to your right. Alright, so I'm not sure what's happening here, but that light post has been smashed and it's underground, and it's across from Alpart heading to Nain. We're gonna see what's happening there. Alright, so we're just about approaching Junction. Saturday, July 13th. Town is about 9:30 right now. The town off to a slow start this side. Normally you would have a little more people in the town by now. People would still be home, kind of trying to get things together. Normally you're gonna see a bumper crowd in the town a little more. So we were hearing that this side places, this side they have gotten back electricity. Well, some at least, you know. There were so many persons in the town who said that they witnessed their neighboring business colleagues with electricity, but they didn't have any. So I guess at least some persons in Junction are in receipt of electricity. Just gonna go through the town a little bit, see what's happening. Still some damaged posts there that needs to be rectified. Those are some of the damages caused by Madame Beryl. So the vendors are coming out slowly. We recognize that the remittance agencies, the lines have been packed. It seems as if family members overseas, they have been assisting, sending a little thing for the family members out here who are in dire need. They're definitely in need. We just passed a pharmacy there. Long lines at that pharmacy. So we're going through Junction. This is the morning report. We gave you a drive-through from Santa Cruz through to Goshen, Pepper, Gutters, Alpart, Nain, and we are here in Junction now, giving you an idea of what life is like, or what's happening as persons get their lives restarted. So up there that you're seeing, and let me see if you can see, there's a long line up there with persons. That's a remittance place. That one was full yesterday. That one was full yesterday as well. Right, so as I said just now, you saw for yourself, overseas members are sending a little thing for loved ones out here. So long lines in collecting them. That one is not open yet, but the lines are already long. Persons hoping to get through quickly so they can buy a little stuff for the weekend. Let's go on this road in the vicinity of BB Coke in town and those places and see what's happening. So yeah, as we say it colloquially, the busyment has started in Junction St. Elizabeth. We understand that Minister Vaz, Minister Floyd Green did some tour over the last couple of days. We saw Michael Leachin on the ground. He says he's going to do some matching fund from the NCB Foundation to assist persons. You know, we hope we'll be able to catch up with some government officials to hear what they say that's coming. But we'll definitely be talking to the residents to see what, you know, have been happening for them. Alright, so we're going to close off this report right here. This is Corin Spencer for BOJ TV right here. Do remember to subscribe, hit the notification button so you can be notified when we load videos or when we go live. See you later.